2K Sports pregame show.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays!
Yes.
Whoa.
Favorite time of the year.
Ernie Johnson, do you like my Christmas hat?
Oh, it's nice.
Nice, isn't it?
Really
very
nice.
Here's Shaq. I love the sweater. That is very, very impressive. And Kenny, you should have worn a shirt. I don't know. It's Christmas season.
My pack.
Come on.
Look at it. Look at it. That's that vegan diet I've been eating.
Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better. And they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And looking at the Knicks, they play in the league's biggest market, of course, New York City. Shaq, is that a help or is it a hindrance?
You know, playing in the big city used to matter more to free agents. Now, with the harsher luxury tax, teams can no longer outspend each other. It's crazy.
Well, you know, the New York media attention can create a lot of pressure. They can. Even when you're losing, they pay attention to you. And the Knicks have been really reluctant to truly rebuild because of that, I think. And they've been settling at this mediocrity. You either have to say, I'm going for it, or you're not. And right now, they're right in the middle.
You're a New York guy. You ever wish you had played for the Knicks?
I did. I always wanted to be a Knick. Always wanted to try to be a Knick. Always talked to my agent about being a Knick at some point, and it never happened. And 2 championships years later, I am happy I wasn't a Knick.
Speaking of Knick, you nicked my car in the parking lot.
I did.
Yeah, I saw it.
I wear my knickerbockers in the workplace.
We're going to turn it over to Kevin Harlan right in the nick of time.
I'm only going to charge you a nickel.
Oh.
And Porzingis, DA, a good 3 inches taller than Dirk. He's a very unique talent for sure. Well, we're moving into the heart of the NBA season, Clark. Has chemistry and pecking order in a locker room been set by the coach and by the team at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think with veteran teams, it's pretty well established. But again, the makeup of your veterans is key there. With younger teams, though, I think they begin to, it's a process. It's an ongoing process of figuring out roles and pecking order. So as you get into the middle part of the season, the heart of it, I think the young guys do start to kind of figure it out.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are out on the wing. Up front, you have Bledsoe and Hansen. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Parsons with some nice D. Nilikina on the wing, Hardaway. A pass to Porzingis, stolen by Henson. Now here's Bledsoe. Defense right on him. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Middleton finds Ilyasova. And here is Hardaway. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Passes to Parsons. And the layup is good. Parsons got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injury. You think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
He's decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Now here's Noah. On the wing, Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hardaway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And with Parsons, it wasn't that long ago, he was a top small forward with his scoring and playmaking.
You know, at one time, thought to be the ideal small forward, you know, to give you a little bit of everything on the floor, could get to the rim, could stretch it with the perimeter shooting, and a solid defender. His outside shooting, I think, still there, but the burst that allowed him to get good looks is something injuries may have taken away.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Henson the pass to Antetokounmpo. The dish to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that ties it up.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Okay, got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Henson dishes to Middleton. Parsons against Antetokounmpo. That one misses. Parsons with some nice D. Hardaway with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Bledsoe right side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Eric Bledsoe, so gifted athletically. He's got to learn to read the game as fast as he plays it. And that's a process. Staying under control, using change of pace. Those are things he can tighten up.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Knox, he's checked in for Noah. Azania comes in for Parsons. Lee's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Burke in for Frank Ntilikina. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Henson. Zeller comes in for Ilyasova. Tony Snell's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Khris Middleton. And playing under Chauncey Billups and Chris Paul, Eric Bledsoe got the message about playing Clark at 2 speeds.
Well, you know, it's almost like baseball. You've got to have a little change of pace in your game, the change-up to keep hitters off balance in baseball, same in basketball. And his strength helps him, too, now. He can hold off his defender while he downshifts to make decisions with the ball.
Here's Burke, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Now Burke, a look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Hazonia kicks to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Kristaps Porzingis, standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
The first free throw is good. And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. Now here is Dellavedova. Lopez inside. Burke covering. Lopez, no luck.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
It's stolen. Here's Snell. Hazonia defending. To the inside. It's intercepted. Oh, and here we go. Knox has got it. The fast break chance. Out to lead. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And it's all evened up. Brogdon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Here's Knox. He's covered by Zeller. Hazonia finds Lee. Here's Burke. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Shoots from the baseline. The pass to Zeller. Gets it off.
Going to listen, whether you're giving him advice, even as a rookie, he was listening, and I would listen to him, but he was actually, if I saw something as a point guard, he would actually listen to me and try it out the next play, and that's special. You don't have many guys at his status that are doing that.
That's very rare indeed. Being a sponge early on and Greg soaking up new ways to expand your game is important.
Kevin, no question at all. Plus, the humility. Knowing your teammates can help you grow. Easy to see why they love him in Milwaukee.
And welcome back as we continue our Christmas Day matchup. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Rolling, absolutely rolling. Flat out killing it from beyond the arc.
Moutier and Lee make up the backcourt. Porzingis is out there with Knox. And it's Hazonia at the small forward. They're the group New York will start the second with.
Good example there from Dellavedova of what concentration can do for that soft touch inside.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals. In the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark, they've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have a top 5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and we do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful.
Here's Dellavedova. The Knicks making the shot. Lopez inside, defended by Moutier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Well, Bucks second.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
That free throw, no good. And not the best season for Brook Lopez a year ago. Never seemed to be in the form we're used to seeing him in.
Normally, Kevin, he's so efficient and just didn't make the shots at the rate he normally does. He ended up being more of a role-playing big man than a centerpiece. I think he's still got plenty left in his fuel tank, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him bounce back with a really strong season.
Moutier pass to Parsons. Hardaway with him. Now guarded by Middleton. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's good, 2 points. Brogdon's got 5 points so far.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Hardaway kicks to Hazonia. Shoots over Henson, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got his second basket of the game.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
They get it back. Moutier looking around. Lock at 6. Here's the 3. The shot comes out. The Bucks go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Well, I think the key was the determination and grit and toughness they played with. You got to be focused to do that, and they were.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Dribble drive has never gone out of style. Still a primary weapon when you think about some of the guys who are best at that. Who comes to mind for them?
Man, there are a lot of guys that convert off the bounce at a high level. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, one of the very best. I don't know if anybody has a handle as sweet as his. Harden. Harden is terrific off the dribble with the drive or the pull-up jump shot. Dennis Schroeder, maybe not of the ilk of those guys, but certainly a handful when he's got the ball in his hands with a live dribble.
But how about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Ntilikina. 17 points in his last outing. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And it's in there. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points in the quarter.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, man, it is one sight to see.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Antetokounmpo against Lee. 4 on the shot clock. He kicks to Burke. Launches a 3. The shot off that time.
And when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And it's easy to see why Antetokounmpo could be MVP of this league. I mean, he can flat out dominate games at times.
Pass to Burke from deep. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Ilyasova.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Ntilikina. Kicks it to Lee. Here's Knox. Falls back and trains the fadeaway jumper.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really don't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Lee with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Burke. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
almost like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Stolen away, and now we'll send it over to Milwaukee.
I'm so excited, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, and play basketball, it's a lot of fun.
Back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Well, Ernie, I'm not even a player anymore, but I'm not happy with the soft defense they have. Full of holes, allowing over 60% shooting. Ridiculous, fellas. It's amazing that they're still in this game. I think it's going to come down to how bad they want it. I even want it. Ernie, sign me on a 10-day contract right now.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
Well, they've been pounding. Pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are out on the wing. Up front you have Ilyasova and Henson. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position.
Tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Now here's Parsons. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the middle, and stolen by Parsons. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Antetokounmpo.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. Right? He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Here's Parsons, and that one is good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
In low, here's Antetokounmpo. Ilyasova against Porzingis. And stolen by Parsons. Up again, no one controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 4-point New York lead.
Well, it's hard to replace enthusiasm. It can take you so far in the passion Noah plays with. He's hustling on the offensive glass, scrapping on the defensive end as well. He's fun to watch.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And so it's New York with it after the basket by Milwaukee. It's good. And 11 points for Porzingis.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped him seize control.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Parsons. Antetokounmpo, no good. New York leading by 4. New York moving it around. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now.
Yeah, and getting back to their free throw percentage, you know, it might seem like a small thing, but sometimes it's those little things that can put a team over the top.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Chandler Parsons. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Trey Burke. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Frank Ntilikina. And the Knicks miss again. Bucks trail by 4. And here's Brogdon from the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Brogdon knows he has the touch from there, so he's very comfortable launching the 3-ball.
To the inside. Here's Noah. And finished off by Noah.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
Hey, Lopez is an all-star caliber big man. The key for him has always been staying healthy. When he plays, he's been very effective.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 6. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. And the Knicks good for 2. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now here is Dellavedova, defended by Mudiay. Dellavedova with the ball. Dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
The Knicks leading by 3. Mudiay finds Porzingis. And now here's Hezonja. Lopez covering. Here's Porzingis. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Passes to Dellavedova. At the top of the key, Lopez. To Dellavedova. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Mudiay kicks to Hardaway. The pass to Knox. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
Now, here's Mudiay. He's tightly guarded. Mr. Porzingis. Over Lopez. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Mudiay. And that's now 17 points for Porzingis. Dellavedova dishes to Lopez. Mudiay brings the double team. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Zeller.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, and it looks effortless, easy, silky smooth, textbook shooting form. Man, that's nice.
Porzingis, great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
A big-time effort for Porzingis. Knows are asking his guys to be aggressive on both ends, but to stay smart about it and clean the glass.
Yeah, I mean, he wants them to get to the free throw line, but at the same time, wants to keep the other team from doing so. Really a tough balancing act.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Chandler Parsons out there with Lee. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Ntilikina in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Burke. By Bledsoe. Burke can't get it to go. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bucks.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Burke. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Parsons attacking, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
One of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, and also, how about their post scoring throughout this game? I mean, they have just been terrific on the interior.
Bledsoe right side, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Ilyasova against Porzingis. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Middleton against Lee. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Parsons against Antetokounmpo.
How about the great effort, though, of Noah defensively, just using every inch of his frame to throw off shooting.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And Quentin Lee gets the whistle that time. Bledsoe outside. In the corner, Middleton with it. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Bledsoe. Porzingis.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina shows there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
Timeout called the Bucks. Porzingis making his return after ACL surgery last season.
It's just nice to see him back. I mean, remember that injury just took the wind out of the Knicks and their fans. However, it set their direction as they took a more long-term developmental approach.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. That free throw good from Noah.
And how about that quiet confidence with which Noah plays? A long, skilled defender who also chips in occasionally on the offensive end.
For three, Middleton, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Porzingis against Ilyasova. Porzingis inside. And no good that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Bledsoe outside. And another three for Milwaukee.
Stepping up as a leader there. It's clear Bledsoe takes a lot of pride in capitalizing in critical moments.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. High, arcing shot.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
.156 left in the fourth. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And that one falls for Ntilikina.
Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Bledsoe taking his time here. Sinks the triple. Middleton's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You can really see Middleton now starting to emerge as a leader for this team. Whenever they're looking for an important basket, he provides it.
Porzingis against Ilyasova. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And 11 points for Joakim Noah.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does. That is the killer instinct of Eric Bledsoe. When the game is up for grabs, he seizes it by the top.
Kept alive. Here's Noah. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee in the lead. Down low, Ilyasova. Good shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Clears it from outside.
Somebody stirred up Eric Bledsoe. He's rolling.
The Knicks have gone only 6 of 14 to the field in the fourth. Porzingis inside. Ilyasova on him.
That is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Antetokounmpo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, that tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
And, you know, Neely Keena has outstanding height at the point guard spot. He's a big point guard, which really is an advantage in seeing the floor.
Good.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
Man, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those 5 seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Neely Keena passes to Hardaway. On its way from Parsons for 2. And Henson pulls it down.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Neely Keena kicks it to Noah. Hardaway for 3. And so the Bucks take the win.
We're getting out of transition, you know, trying to get defensive stops. And everybody's just playing their game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.